Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I share my little tools, tips, and tricks with you to help you increase the quality of your life. So, my name is Rebecca, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you define success. So let's jump right into it. So success, that's something that we're all confronted with. From kindergarten to primary school, over middle and high school, to through college, and then through your entire work life until you die, basically. We're confronted with what other people determine as success. And I noticed that sometimes people strive for things. They say, oh, well, if I get this, then I'm successful. If I get this, then I'm successful. And that's all really good. That's all fine. But I want to know, how do you define success for your life? So what you can do to define success in your own life is you can actually take out your journal or just a sheet of paper if you don't have a journal yet. Although I really encourage you to get a journal because I think that's cool to have something that you noticed you worked on, and if you fill one, you're like, oh my god, that much I did already, and you buy a new one, then you see, oh my god, I filled a second journal. So get a journal. And I personally prefer writing things down by hand over just thinking them in my mind or typing them on a computer, because I feel like actually writing it with your own hand helps you to really get them deeper into your mind. So that's what a journal is good for. So take out your journal or your piece of paper. And then I want you to look at different areas of your life. So first of all, the area that I like to define is health, my own health. And I ask myself, when do I consider myself successful in the area of health? Because we know that there are so many people out there who say, okay, I want to be successful in my job, and they pretty much do that at the expense of their bodies. And that's why I think health is one of the very important categories. So write down, when are you successful for yourself in your own mind in your health area? And the important thing is that none of these is fixed forever. You can always go back, modify it, change it, because when your situation changes, your beliefs on how you define success may change. If you get to your goal, you may find, okay, now I have a new goal. Now success is if I get to another level, and you write down the new goals. So it's not fixed. Don't think about it too much. And maybe even set yourself a timer. Maybe give yourself 2 minutes per category first, so that you can just write down what comes to your mind first. And you can always do more if you want to, but I think 2 minutes is a good amount of time for the beginning. And yeah, then you start with writing down what you want to achieve in your health life. So this is, how do you want to eat? How do you want to drink? How much do you want to drink of certain things? So for example, I know friends who say, okay, I want to drink 2 cups of coffee a day because I think it's good. I know people who say, okay, I don't want to drink alcohol more than once a day, or once a week. Sorry, not once a day. I know people who say, okay, I don't want to drink sodas and Coke and all these kind of things for more than once a day or more than once a week. And it also depends on where you come from. Because I had a friend who used to basically live off Coke Zero. And for her, it was a major success when she actually managed to drink 1 liter of water a day, because that showed her that she had already decreased the amount of Coke she was drinking and she had increased the amount of water she took in. And when she got there, she felt such a success. So yeah, determine what this and drinks, foods, exercise. How much do you want to exercise, and what kind of exercise do you want to do so that you feel successful? Because for some people, they say, oh, if I go for a walk for like 30 minutes, I feel like I'm done great. And there are people who say, I need to go to the gym 3 hours a day. And there are people who say, oh, I need to go to yoga 3 days a week, or whatever it is. Write it down. And then you look at the next category. It's that career and finances. So there you write down, which job do you want to get ideally? What would be a successful job for you? And then you write down, how much money do I want to make? How many days off do I want a week? How many hours do I want to work a week? That's also important, because that's something that people always tend to overlook sometimes, is that they go, okay, I want to get this job. And then they end up working 10 to 12 hours a day at least. And you're like, is that still successful? So ask yourself, how many hours, how many days off, how much money do you want to make? How does your work environment look like? What kind of people do you want to work with? And what kind of job do you want to work? What kind of company do you want to work? And yeah, write that down. Then after finances and career, look at your relationships. And here you have the relationships with your family. Write down, what kind of relationship do you want with your family members? Then you write down, what kind of friendships do you want in your life? And you write down, what kind of love relationship do you want in your life, or ships, if that's you. And you just really write down what you want and what it's successful is. So saying, I have a successful relationship to my mom, what does that mean to me? That means like we talk once a day, or we talk once a week, or I see her once a day, or I see her once a year, but we're fine. And it doesn't really matter. Just write down what a successful relationships in all of these categories would look like. So family, friendship, and love relationship. And actually you could add in, if you didn't have that in the career, you could also go with your coworkers and random people on the street, how you want to like treat people, what successful is to you. Does successful mean, okay, I don't know, for some people successful means that I'm gonna treat everybody with love and compassion and kindness, and wherever I go I just want to help. If that's successful for you, write it down. And then one of my favorite categories is actually spirituality. And I phrase it like that because it can be all sorts of things. It can be religion. It can be meditation. It can be whatever it is for you. But spirituality goals, for me, I learned that in my spirituality goals, there are also goals that come from the inside about how I want to feel. And I felt like that was spiritual, to say, okay, I want to, I just want to be happy. That feels like a spiritual goal, to say, I want to be happy. So write it down. And yeah, just kind of see where things go from there. I really hope that you can determine success on your own terms. And if you have more categories, that's fine. I would just suggest that you take the time to write that down, because sometimes there are people who think, for me, money does not equal success. There are people who say relationship does not equal success. It doesn't matter, but the important thing is that you learn what success means to you, because you're the only one who can make your life a success, right? So after you've identified all these categories, you can actually look and take inventory about what you already have, and I believe that there's at least one thing in your life that you can actually be really proud of today, because you can say, in that area, I'm successful. And it's very likely, again, as Tony Robbins said, that you just made progress in that area, whether it's that you've changed job to a better job, you found somebody you're really in love with them, you just healed a long wound with your friendship, within one of your friends, or within your family, you got over something. It could be that you just lost weight, or that you just started exercising, eating better. It could be that you just found peace or happiness in something small. But I believe that Tony Robbins is right there. When you make progress, you actually feel good. So make success a list of what success means to you, and then actually check where you're already successful, and then you can make a list of how you can get there. And go to my video of how to make progress in any area of your life, so that you can learn how to make progress on these areas. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And actually, why don't you share what success means to you? At least some things, because that way other people can learn. Maybe they notice that the traditional definition of success doesn't match with them either. So help them out there. And yeah, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and to other people, and have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.